Once again, I welcome you guys to the Make IT Simple YouTube channel. This video is continuation to my previous video, which is learning about Terraform. If you didn't go through my previous video, just go through it and come back to this video. I have given the video link in the description section. In the previous video, I explained about how to store the Terraform state or Terraform remote state using the backend functionality and the configurations. Now in this session, I'm going to talk about data sources. Terraform provides a data source for certain providers like AWS. So the data source, which means it will provide you with the dynamic information. A lot of data is available in AWS in a structured format using an API. So the Terraform also exposes this information using the data sources. For example, there is a data source that provides you with a list of AMA IDs or the list of availability zones, because this is the kind of dynamic information that can always change. So that can use as an input to a Terraform and we can make use of it. And another great example is a data source that gives you a list of IP address in use by AWS. This is great if you want to filter traffic based on AWS region, because then you can see like what are the IP addresses are in use in that region and you can filter on those. The best example resource in AWS is a kind of a security group. EC2 that can make use of security group, and all the places they are using security group. Basically, security group is a kind of a filtering the traffic, right? So it will filter the incoming and outgoing traffic, and that can be filtered by the protocol, IP range, and port and all, like port and protocol like TCP, UDP, and all. So let's see like with an example of how to create a data source and how to use it in our creation of resources like an input. Before that, I'll show you like this is a kind of a security group in our AWS. So here you can be able to see the inbound rules, like here you can be able to see the IP version like IP range and all. It may be a one IP or it can be 1000 of IP address and all. And the protocol you can make use of like TCP or UDP or somewhat you can make use of it. And in the port range you can specify like if it is HTTPS you can use 443 or 80, or SSH means you can make use of 22. It is very similar to IP tables in Linux or just a firewall uplinks that you might be using and all. So this is what security group in AWS. Let's get into our code, and this is our example code which is already using in all our demos. And so for the time being, what I did is like I just already have my code, and this is the resource which already there, like creation of EC2 instance. So I don't want it. I'm just commenting this piece of code, and here you can able to see the data sources. First, this data source right on line number 7, it is going to be used as an input. And here you will be specifying the region, like what is the region, like EU-West-1. So we are specifying that we want to see that all the IP addresses for that region, like which region is EU-West-1 is an Ireland region. And we also specify like from which services we want to use it. For S3, there are like only specific services we can use, like S3, EC2, CloudFront, and CodeBuild, so that you can see it in the documentation. So it will get through an API, it will get all the IP addresses that are used in that region, like EU-West-1 is Ireland region. And now we can make use of the data in the resource like AWS security group. You can able to see that one over here. Like this is a security group piece of code, like creation of security group, you can able to see here. And here this is an ingress group, like ingress rule I can say. Ingress rule is a kind of an inbound rule for the incoming traffic. And we can say like we are only allowing that IP addresses. So CADR block is nothing but range of IP addresses, and here you can able to see the line number 18, right? So here we'll be allowing the IP addresses which we obtain from this 7th line, like data. So from the data, this AW.IP range is a name, and it is a name of this data source, and from that we'll be getting the CADR block. So it's a range of IP address we'll be mentioning over here. In short, I can say basically this is a range of IP addresses we are allowing to connect to the port 443 using the protocol TCP. That's it. And also we added few tags like here. The tag like created date and sync token. Why we added this tag is like, suppose if the data is changes means then the sync token and that created data will get updated the next time when you are applying the Terraform apply, and it will update the security group again. So now what I'm going to do is like I'm just going to give Terraform apply simply. Let's see what's going to happen. Terraform apply. Before that, you can able to see I don't have any security group over here. I have only one default security group, and I'm just running it over here. Terraform apply. Let's see. It will ask the question like enter the value. Yeah, it's asking before that it will give you the list, like the plan. So these are the available IP address you can able to see in that region, that EU-West-1. Now I am giving the yes, that's it. Yeah, now what you can do is like we will look at the security group in our console, and here I'm just refreshing it. See here, this is the one which are created through the Terraform. And if I browse it over here, see here, you can able to see the port is 443 with the protocol TCP and all, and the source IP address, right? And you can able to see this IP address ranges. And if I move it over here, see here, this is the IP addresses which were got through this data sources. And also like here you can have all your tags, like in this tag section, right? Here you can able to see the tags which are created, like created date and sync token. So if the sync token changes means whenever there is an update, and if I do the Terraform apply again means again this inbound rule will get updated, and this tags also will get updated. So if you want to manage the dynamic data that is available using data source, then this is really a good way to make use of data source. In short, I can say like Terraform data sources are a kind of an API that fetches the data or information from the resources running under the cloud infrastructure, especially AWS, and sending it back to Terraform configuration for further use. As that is simple, like I just call this API and make use of that output from the API to the sections. So this is called data sources in Terraform. So that's it, guys. If you have any doubt on implementing this, just add in the comment section. I'll be very happy to help you guys. Thanks for watching my video. Have a good day.